John, did you have any reservations about that game taking place today?
I did, yeah. I'm going to be brutally honest. I didn't think it should have gone ahead, but I'm going to doff my hat to the officials because they said it was firm underneath that surface water, and it stood up really very, very well indeed. So, you know, in hindsight, I'll take my hat off to them. They were right, I was wrong, especially when we've won by that scoreline.
And obviously you're gonna be ultimately happy with a 34-10 victory away in difficult conditions.
Very difficult conditions against a very committed team, because I know Gary Thornton wasn't happy with what they'd served up against Keighley, and yeah, I was happy with what they served up, because I didn't think we'd score 34 points today. It just goes to show the quality of the player that we've got and the skill level of the player we've got, because there were some exceptional tries within there as well.
I mean, the basis of the performance was down to that impressive start. You were leading 14-0 after 14 minutes.
Well, we wanted a big start because obviously we felt the pitch would cut up and deteriorate, and we felt points would be at a premium, but they weren't, as it happens. But you know, so we wanted a big start. We made it, and during that period, you know, I'm really chuffed with the tries that we've scored, because they've come from some good rugby league. They haven't been scrappy barge overs or whatever. They were well constructed rugby league tries.
I mean, Ethan Ryan, the second try of the game, I mean, he were running out of space, but somehow he's got that ball down.
Yeah, the pass wasn't bad either, was it? You know, Dane Chisholm read there. We had a man overlap. He selected that pass. It was a good pass. Ethan Ryan reeled it in, and you know, all the Bradford Bulls fans are used to him doing that, aren't they? He's like, you know, Stretch Armstrong, isn't he, over there in the corner, and that was a great finish.
And it wasn't just Ethan Ryan. We saw Dane Chisholm at his brilliant orchestral best with a kick behind the unzip line for Josh Ricketts to touchdown. Yeah,
it was. That was really good. But you know, Dane really played a very controlled game today, which I was delighted about. But I think you've got to applaud Elliot Minchella, who went into the halves when Greg McNally got injured, and obviously young Brandon Pickersgill, he started in the halves and went to fullback, and they were all seamless transitions, and that's a sort of pat on the back for those fellas, who are obviously taking great note of the structures, systems and organisation that we want.
Greg McNally obviously went off early in the second half. Can you tell us a bit about the injury, John?
Yeah, he's got a quad injury, and you know, we're hoping it's not a tear. We're hoping it's just a pull. He did it when he was kicking the goal because it was so cold out there, and but we've just got to wait, really. We've got to let it settle down the next 48 hours before we can assess it. But it really obviously is basically a doubt for Workington and Coventry, but then we've got Warrington, so I'm sure he'll be highlighting that on his calendar as the date to return.
You changed the makeup of the side, John. I think those players that have been playing reserve grade football, like Liam Kirk, Ross Oakes, Josh Rickett, they all stood up and were counted this afternoon.
They did, yeah. I mean, I was really confident though, because when I watched that Wigan reserve game, they were a really good team, that Wigan team, but our lads fronted up and they played really well, and you know, we went big in the middle channel, and we also wanted to risk the big bear Callum Bustin and Sam Alice and George Milton, because they'd put immense efforts in, and we had Steve Crossley, who only did half a shift today to what he normally does. So you know, we've managed the game time well as well, so that we can hopefully complete our 4 out of 4, which will be obviously Workington next Sunday.
Do their performances today give you some headaches for those fixtures on the horizon?
Yeah, and that's what I asked them to do. I said, you know, I want to be having a sleepless night on Tuesday and Wednesday as I formulate the team for Workington on this coming Sunday.
It's Saturday the 21st of April. 3 o'clock, Halliwell Jones. John, it's going to be a special occasion.
It will be, yes, but you know, we've got Workington, we've got Coventry first, so we'll use the Kenny Dalglish theory, one game at a time.
And John, obviously Workington Town away this coming Sunday against former Bradford great Leon Price. I mean, they're going to be up there waiting, wanting to knock the Bulls off and inflict that first defeat of the season.
They're bound to do, yeah, and you know, we'll have a real good look at their performance against Whitehaven and their previous performances, just to see if we can pick their strengths and their threats to us, and obviously hopefully we can find some areas where we can exploit as well.
Is it too early to make a call on Dalton Grant and Joe Keys?
It is too early, yeah, because Joe's got to go through there's a return to play concussion protocol, and is fed back into training, and he'll only do contact after 7 days, so it'll be as late as that with Joe, and obviously Dalton. The reason Dalton didn't play today was because he could have torn his hamstring if we would have played him, so we took the medical advice, sat him down, and hopefully he should be ready for next week.
And just finally, John, for Bulls TV, I mean, the junior academy sides, the under-19s had an away win at Widnes, and then on Saturday afternoon the under-16s had a win against Newcastle Thunder.
Yeah, tremendous, isn't it? Yeah, it just goes to show that all the hard work that John Bastian as head of youth, and obviously that we've got Mark Dunning, we've got Lee Beattie, and all the other assistants as well that work so hard with them. It just shows all that work's coming to fruition. But we just need to keep sailing this ship in the right direction.
Thank you very much, John.
Pleasure.